Hello, everybody. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, everybody can hear me. What's going on? It's been about 2 weeks, been a minute. But I wanted to come in and update. Well, I ain't say update, but I talk about a few more things. Hopefully anybody that's watching pick up some new info, things to look out on. For today, I just want to talk about two big things. Well, a big thing right now. That the everybody there's the war in Ukraine with Russia and them, and then the EU's getting everything with NATO and stuff. All right. But I think another um, interesting topic to look at also is the growing tensions between China and Taiwan, and how the U.S. is kind of in the middle of that, much like they're in the middle of the Ukraine um, and Russia war. Um, so it'll be interesting to see how things play out in the future, since America's already sending so much resources and money and weaponry and stuff like that to Ukraine. When stuff, if if stuff ever kicks off in Taiwan with China, because China has their uh, one China rule. I believe I think I misquoted it, but where pretty much Taiwan's part of China, according according to I think it's the Chinese Communist Party, and there's a lot of things that's going on. So I want to start off with I just think with the growing tensions, uh they not China doesn't want Nancy Pelosi to visit Taiwan because it China sees it as U.S. meddling, which they are. There's quite a few deals going on with China, not China, but the United States and Taiwan, um, and the U.S. and some of the companies. Apple is dependent on these Taiwanese chips they producing, right? But so the United States is pretty much trying to work with Taiwan. Now, granted, it ain't the only reason, you know what I'm saying, but it's one of the interesting factors contributing to what's going on. But and then so this visit would be would would um would be seen as a another way for the U.S. to get in between China and Taiwan's issues. Just to, all the articles are in the description for y'all to read. So I'm gonna go ahead and skim. Just so because the Biden administration is concerned that China would seek declare a no-fly zone over Taiwan ahead of a possible visit by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Um, again, potentially raising tensions even further in the region. That's due China and Taiwan. And then so this also interesting enough plays into this um, by the by Taiwanese news. U.S. Fears China will launch a no-fly zone of Taiwan before Pelosi visit. So, and this is dated today. Um, they may try and impose a no-fly zone. The Chinese state is claiming that their Liberation Army, the People's Liberation Army Air Force, would accompany Pelosi's flight over Taiwan. So this pretty much, saying, hey, we see what y'all doing. So the tensions are rising because of that. Taiwan is trying to become its own independent state from China, or independent nation from China. China's like, man, nah, hell nah, fuck all that. Y'all Chinese. Taiwan is like, no, 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 we ain't. No, hell no. Piss off. And they pretty much, um, so this is what this is going. And US is like, well, I mean, we don't really like China anyways. Although there's a lot of dependence on China. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother deal. It's pretty much like NATO, and I think, or the no, 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 I think it's more NATO and say BRICS, OPEC, those big, these groups. Let's just say they on opposite sides here, and this is pretty much what they're saying. They could try and impose a no-fly zone, or if they do to accompany her, they want to sabotage the visit because they don't want, the Taiwanese and American uh, uh, partnerships and stuff like that. Again, that's all pretty much they're saying for this one, which backs up um, what it's saying right here. They respond by fighter jets further into Taiwan's uh, in their airspace. China's already kind of done so to a degree before they can go all the way in to kind of just China's kind of really kind of just fucking with them. Really, I guess like we can send these planes on your asses, and they've actually they've entered I think international airspace a few times before. Um, so sorry, I'm not doing too well on that. So if y'all already saw that, doesn't matter. Um, the State Department has called on China to cease its intimidation of Taiwan. Pelosi's been planning a trip in the coming weeks, according to sources. Oh right, so remember what I was saying earlier, right? If I just read right, China sent warplanes to Taiwan, Taiwan's self-declared air defense zone, identification zone many times in recent months. So they've been doing that. The act it didn't violate international law because it was I guess it was not further enough into it, but this is confirming the growing tensions and stuff like that. Um, and issues have heightened. Has long claimed democratically ruled Taiwan has as part of its territory. I was saying earlier because they trying to reunify y'all Chinese. There ain't no independence. And so how this is why China ain't really messing with the U.S. They meddling because look at this. 108 million weapon sales to Taiwan moves forward, and this is clears most recent hurdle to help the East Asian democracy defend itself against China. The sale was approved by the U.S. Department of Defense. You see that? This is one of the reasons China's pissed off. It's like all right, but as what I was speaking on earlier about the things, even how this kind of plays a bit into the Ukraine thing. Again, United States is already sending so much resources to the Ukraine effort. If war breaks out in China, they're pretty much going to be doing the same thing here. They've already started to try and beef up Taiwan's defense. Now, this is with various things. I think I remember hearing somewhere, you know, if anything goes wrong, they have to, in my opinion, is to help that democracy, right? Or they don't worry about it. They help democracy pretty much. So again, I think it's filing Pentagon approval now. Um, the sale moves to the U.S. Congress for approval. Oh, okay. So it already went through the Pentagon. Now I was waiting for Congress to approve. 108 arms sale to Taiwan. So this is what I'm saying, this is what China is seeing as the U.S. meddling in their affairs. 'Cause, Taiwan trying to escape, and U.S. is pretty much defending them to help them escape. And hey, again, it bodes. Taiwan is, I think they said that Taiwanese superconductor chips. Yeah, I had to look into that. Is one of the. I think they said Taiwan is one of the largest uh, producers of manufacturer superconductor chips or something like that, and companies want that. I think it's if I have this right, looking at Apple, I think I saw this somewhere, but saying why United States doesn't have formal diplomatic relations with Taiwan under the 1979 Taiwan Relations Act. It is authorized to help the democracy We're getting at democracy, right? They trying to defend that democracy, defend itself. Much of the previous support has included arms sales and other technical assistance training. And quickly objected to the sale. Yeah, hear me? My bad. My headphones turned off. Although I was literally in the middle of talking. But yeah. So again, Taiwan, China's not too happy about uh, not too happy about that. They ejected the sale. They like, what are y'all doing? Yeah, see, sale interferes in China's internal affairs. See, again, this is how China is looking at this, and this is why they have such a problem. Um, because they see it as a wayward province, but they still see them as Chinese. They still one China rule. Um, oh, that's interesting. The weapons sale has also met with less enthusiasm in some parts of China. Okay, so there's some Chinese not agreeing to that. Probably have their own specific reasons. But yeah, I hope you guys read through this, take note of this. I'm gonna go through the articles myself too. But uh, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. Interesting stuff to know. Things are gonna be moving pretty interesting. But like I said, guys, look around. If you're in the stocks, uh, this could affect certain stocks. If you're in the forex markets, it can affect certain forex markets too, I guess. But a lot of things, or if you ain't worrying about all that, it's good. But if you're everyday working, man. To all my brothers, y'all pay attention. Look around, read some articles here too. Just to get a general understanding of stuff going on outside of the United States because it is affecting us here. But I think geopolitics is a subject that is rarely discussed in our community. So um, I I'm pretty sure there's other people that talk about it. I know shout out to Blackram. I heard he was speaking on the Iran and Israel conflict. I didn't know about that. So shout out to Blackram on that one. That's interesting because I think Iran and Russia just closed a big oil deal. I think so. There's a lot of stuff going on, but yeah, check stuff out. Have fun. I'm out.